Good morning, friends. Today we are going to study the subject of information technology, which is in the E1 semester, 6th semester for the third year students of Computer Science and Engineering Data Science students at SES RC Patel Institute of Technology, Shirpur, an autonomous institute founded in 2001. The vision of the program is to provide cutting-edge computer education in data science while instilling socio-moral values. The mission of the program includes M1 to deliver state-of-the-art ICT-enabled teaching and learning to achieve excellence in data science education. M2 to develop professionally competent data science engineers meeting evolving industrial and societal needs. M3 to prepare employable professionals with ethical values and commitment to professional and social responsibility. The program educational objectives of the department are PO1. Graduates will achieve proficiency in data science and pursue lifelong learning to advance as professionals, entrepreneurs, and leaders. PO2. Graduates will operate effectively in diverse, dynamic professional and cultural environments, respecting societal perspectives. And PO3. Graduates will demonstrate ethical values and social responsibility in their professional and personal lives. The objectives of the said course Information Security are to understand the fundamental principles of cryptography, network security, and secure communication mechanisms in modern computer systems, to apply symmetric and asymmetric encryption techniques to ensure confidentiality, authentication, and data integrity, and third, to analyze and evaluate security threats, vulnerabilities, and countermeasures, including the application of machine learning techniques for intelligent threat detection. These are the course outcomes of Information Security course, which are mapped with the corresponding Bloom's levels right from L2 understand up to L5 evaluate level. The course outcomes are CO1. Explain the fundamental concepts of cyber attacks, defense strategies, guiding principles of modern security practices, and apply number theory concepts such as modular arithmetic, Euclid's algorithm, and classical ciphers to illustrate basic cryptographic operations. CO2. Apply appropriate encryption, hashing, and authentication protocols to design and implement secure systems and data communication models, which we are going to study in the second and third unit. CO3. Analyze different network threats and attacks such as DDoS, spoofing, phishing, and evaluate suitable defense mechanisms including IDS, IPS, and firewalls, which we are going to study in the fourth unit. CO4 represents evaluate the role of machine learning models in cybersecurity, examining their effectiveness in detecting and mitigating cyber threats in real-world scenarios, which we are going to study in the next fifth and sixth chapter. Let us start with the first unit, which covers the introduction to information security, that is, what are the cyber attacks, different defense strategies and techniques, guiding principles of modern security practices, the OSI security model. Then we will be studying the number theory under that, modular arithmetic, Euclid's algorithm, Fermat's and Euler's theorem, Chinese remainder theorem, cipher properties, substitution ciphers like monoalphabetic and polyalphabetic ciphers, and transposition ciphers. Before going to study the information security, let us first understand what is information. Information is incentives that has a meaning in some context for its receiver. When information is stored and entered into a computer, it is generally referred to as data. After processing, such as formatting and printing, output data can again be perceived as information. Many people think that data and information are the same. However, data refers to numerical and qualitative observations, whereas information is created when data is presented in a way that has meaning to the recipient. To turn data into useful information, it must be processed and organized. Presenting data in a way that has some meaning and value is called as information design. What is a cyber attack? When there is an unauthorized system or network access by a third party we call it as a cyber attack. The person who carries out a cyber attack is termed as a hacker or attacker. A cyber attack aims at destroying, delaying, or stealing confidential information such as credit card data or some user passwords from a computer network, information system, or any personal device. This diagram illustrates a basic of what is a cyber attack and how an attacker, who is a third party, affects the communication between a victim and a server. When the attacker is successful in disconnecting the secure communication between the victim and server, and he himself poses as the server to the victim, and it uh, carries out the threat, it is called as a cyber attack. What are the examples of cyber attack? There are so many examples of cyber attacks such as Twitter celebrity profile attacks, emails which have attachments containing malwares, emails which have links to the malicious websites, and legitimate communication streams with malicious packets. What actually happens during a cyber attack? Cyber attacks may disable, destroy, disrupt, or control computer systems so as to alter, manipulate, block, delete, or steal the data in these systems. These attacks can be made by an individual or a group via the internet using one or more attack strategies. It leads to financial loss of money, or it will lead to the theft of some information. There are certain ways how we can prevent a cyber attack. Roughly, you can follow the following measures to prevent a cyber attack from being taking place. Like, change your passwords regularly and use stronger alphanumerical passwords which are difficult to crack. Do not use the same password twice or many. Update both your operating system and applications regularly. This is a primary prevention method for any cyber attack. This will remove the vulnerabilities that hackers use to exploit. Use trusted and legitimate antivirus protection software. Generally, you should use a firewall and other network security tools such as intrusion prevention systems, access control, application security, etc. Avoid opening emails or clicking on attachments from unknown senders. Simply scrutinize the email you receive for loopholes and significant errors. You can use anti-spamming software also. Make use of VPN. If you are communicating with a sensitive data, then make sure that the VPN encrypts the traffic from the VPN server and your device. And finally, you can use secure Wi-Fi networks and generally avoid using a public Wi-Fi without using a VPN. So for this lecture, this is what we are going to learn. From the next lecture onwards, we will see the different types of cyber attacks, how to prevent them, how to detect them, and the steps to overcome these attacks. Thank you very much.